Welcome students. Today I am going to teach you the second chapter of your book, The Earth Our Habitat. The name of the chapter is Globe, Latitudes and Longitudes. In this chapter we will understand what are latitudes and longitudes. First we have to understand what is globe. Globe is nothing but an miniature form of the earth. It is a miniature form of the earth, that is, it is the true model of the earth. On the globe, there are various continents and oceans are shown in their true size. जो ग्लोब है वो डिफरेंट साइजेस में और डिफरेंट टाइप्स में अवेलेबल है. Some globes are small which you can easily carry and some globes are very big in size. This is the picture of globe. So because the shape of the earth is spherical in shape, so it is very difficult to locate any place on the earth. Because of that, so that we can easily locate any place on the earth, we need certain line of references. What are those line of references? These line of references helps us to locate the exact location or exact area of that place. Our first line of reference is equator. What is equator? It is a horizontal line or it is an imaginary line which is horizontal running on the globe. It divides the earth in two equal parts. The northern half of the earth is known as northern hemisphere and southern half of the earth is known as southern hemisphere. Let us understand this with the help of diagram. Okay, let us understand with the help of diagram. See, this is the earth and the equator is the imaginary line which divides the earth in two equal half parts. This is equator and the value of equator is 0 degree. All the areas above this line, that is the equator, are falls in northern hemisphere and all the area which is fall below this equator are called southern hemisphere. Besides equator, there are other line of references such as latitudes and longitudes. All the latitudes are horizontal in shape and all the longitudes are vertical in shape. What is the use of latitudes and longitudes? The latitudes and longitudes help us in finding the exact location of a place on earth. Let us understand parallels of latitudes. What are parallels of latitudes? All the parallel circles, that means all the horizontal lines from the equator up to the poles are called parallels of latitude. These latitudes are measured in degrees. Let us understand with the help of a picture. In this picture, you can easily see that this is the equator. What is the work of equator? It divides the earth in two equal half parts. That means northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So, in this, all the lines from, that is all the horizontal lines. These are the horizontal lines. These are the horizontal lines from the that is in the north and southern direction. All the horizontal lines from the equator towards the pole, that is, this is the north pole and in the southern side here it is the south pole. Okay, all these latitudes, that means all these parallel lines, these are the parallel lines or let's say parallel circles. These are known as parallels of latitude. Okay, I have already told you that these circles are always measured in degrees. So in this picture you can easily see that this is 20 degree north, 40 degree north, and 60 degree north, 80 degree north, and north pole is 90 degree north. Similarly, in this you can see this is 20 degree south. North and south shows the direction. That means if it is 20 degree north, that means that the place which is located on 20 degree is in the north direction. Similarly, the 20 degree south shows that the place located on this latitude is on southern side. Okay, so this is south pole, which is 90 degree. There are some important parallels of latitude. For example, Tropic of Cancer, which is 23.5 degree north in the northern hemisphere. Second is Tropic of Capricorn, which is 23.5 degree in the southern direction. Arctic Circle, which is 66.5 degree north of the equator, and Antarctic Circle, which is 66.5 degree south of the equator. Let us understand these with the help of the picture. See, this one is the Tropic of Cancer, which is 23.5 degree north, which is north of the equator, and Tropic of Capricorn, which is 23.5 degree south of the equator. Similarly, Arctic Circle, which is 66.5 degree in the north direction, and Antarctic Circle, which is 66.5 degree in the southern direction. These parallels of latitude are very important because these parallels of latitude divides the whole earth in different heat zones. What are heat zones? Heat zones are of three types, that is torrid zone which receives the maximum heat. Then next is the temperate zone which has moderate temperature, and next is the frigid zone, has a cold climate as the sun rays are always slanting. How these zones are formed, let us understand with the help of a diagram. So let us understand how these heat zones are formed. This is the earth. I am drawing here the sun. Let's say this is the sun, and sun rays are falling on the earth. How these rays are falling on the earth? These are like this. So you can easily see that this area, that is the area between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, receiving the direct rays of the sun. That means the maximum insolation this area is receiving. That is why this area is known as torrid zone. That means the area which receives the maximum rays of the sun. That area, that is the area between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, is known as torrid zone. Then next area, that is this area, that is the area between the Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle. This area is receiving the moderate temperature because the rays are slightly slanting in this case. The rays are slanting, that is why this area and this area, that is the area between Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle, this area are also receiving the slanting rays. That is why this area receives the moderate temperature or moderate heat. That is why this area is known as temperate zone. That is the area between Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere, and Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle. This area in the southern hemisphere is known as temperate zone. So then third zone, that is the frigid zone. In this you can see that sun rays are more slanting. Sun rays are more slanting. That means the area between the Antarctic Circle and South Pole in the southern direction, and the area between the Arctic Circle and North Pole in the northern direction is known as frigid zone. That means this area receives the less amount of sun rays. That means this area most of the time is covered with the snow. That means this is the coldest area of the earth. Till now we have understood that how these heat zones of the earth are formed. Let us understand these zones one by one. What is torrid zone? It is the area between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. This area receives the maximum heat. That is why this area is called torrid zone. Next is temperate zone. The sun rays come at a slant in this area. I have already told you that the sun rays are slanting in this case. That is why this area receives mild temperature. That means the little bit of sun rays are falling on this area. That is why this area is known as temperate zone. Next is frigid zone. The area between the Arctic Circle and North Pole in the northern hemisphere and those between the Antarctic Circle and South Pole in the southern hemisphere. These area receives the sun rays at a big slant. That means the slant is very big. That is why this area never receives that much sun rays. That is why this area remains very cold. So these zones are called frigid zone. This topic is over now. I will take the longitude. I will teach that topic tomorrow. Tomorrow we will discuss what are the other line of reference, that is the longitude. Till then, goodbye.